Pretty battered, but far from defeated, Charity Dingle finally finds the courage to stand up to her vile abuser, Dr. Todd, in next week's Emmerdale episodes. Despite Todd trying to intimidate Charity into keeping quiet, she makes it clear that he no longer has any control over her and boldly calls him a rapist. However, the question remains: who secretly entered the cottage and overheard Charity's shocking accusation? With Dawn Taylor and Joe Tate's wedding fast approaching, Billy Fletcher is desperate to win Dawn back. He and Dawn begin considering a dramatic escape with their family, but can they really pull it off, even with Caleb Milligan offering his assistance? Whatever viewers may think of Kev Townsend, his determination to become the father Lewis Barton deserves is certainly admirable. Their relationship continues to strengthen next week, but Lewis later makes an unexpected announcement that leaves Kev completely stunned. So, what exactly does Lewis reveal? Elsewhere, Dylan Penders remains deeply affected by everything he has been through, while Ruby Milligan becomes frustrated after facing an unexpected refusal. With the schedule slightly altered, here's a closer look at what is coming up in Emmerdale next week. Charity gathers all her strength before confronting Todd at Jacob's Fold. She demands that he leave, but Todd refuses and responds with vicious threats, warning Charity that he could take legal action against her. As Charity angrily presses Todd to finally admit the truth, she fights back by threatening to reveal the secret surrounding Sarah Sugden and Layla's parentage. The confrontation becomes increasingly intense until Charity finally labels Todd a rapist. However, someone quietly enters the cottage and overhears the explosive exchange. Meanwhile, Dawn struggles to believe that Joe would deliberately put the children through such trauma. Billy remains adamant that Joe attacked him, eventually convincing Dawn that he is telling the truth. Feeling guilty and trapped by her pregnancy with Joe's baby, Dawn opens up about her situation, prompting Billy to suggest that they escape the village together as a family. Charity remains desperate to keep her secret hidden, even as the pressure around her continues to build. Elsewhere, following a disturbing incident, one villager suddenly finds their entire life thrown into chaos. Dawn soon discovers that arranging Billy's proposed getaway is far more complicated than expected. At the same time, Billy faces questioning from DS Byrne about the attack. Caleb is determined to use Billy's assault as a weapon against Joe, and is furious when Billy appears to clear Joe's name with the police. However, Billy explains that his statement is simply part of a larger plan. By making Joe believe that he has been completely cleared, Billy hopes to put him off guard while secretly preparing to escape with Dawn. He then turns to Caleb and asks him to help make their getaway possible. Elsewhere, Dylan admits that he has been finding it difficult to cope with everything that has happened. April Windsor encourages him to think seriously about getting professional counseling. Kev is thrilled when Lewis agrees to spend the day with him, but he is also increasingly anxious about keeping his secret concealed. When Lewis reveals that he never learned how to ride a bicycle, Kev offers to teach him. However, Kev soon finds himself in trouble when it becomes obvious that he is not exactly confident on a bike himself. His attempt to teach Lewis ends with Kev crashing, but Lewis is more amused and touched than upset. The experience brings the pair even closer together, strengthening their bond as father and son. Just when Kev thinks things are going well, Lewis makes a sudden announcement that leaves him completely speechless. Meanwhile, Dawn becomes increasingly excited as Billy continues putting their escape plans together. She asks Billy to remain at home farm, and the pair decide that Joe's upcoming stag party could provide the ideal opportunity to disappear from the village. At the same time, Beowulf encourages Dylan to seek counseling as he continues struggling with his experiences. Ruby, meanwhile, is left annoyed when Kev refuses to steal a delivery connected to Jimmy's latest haulage contract. Emmerdale's Billy makes explosive accusation as attack mystery deepens. Billy Fletcher has made a shocking claim after Caleb Milligan previously suggested that Joe Tate could be responsible for the attack in the latest Emmerdale scenes. Last week, the ITV soap left viewers with a dramatic cliffhanger when Billy was discovered unconscious and seriously injured on the floor of the depot following a mysterious assault. He suffered a severe head injury and was placed into a coma, but doctors managed to wake him in today's episode. Joe was taken in for police questioning over the attack, but officers were forced to release him after failing to find enough evidence against him. In the latest scenes, Caleb noticed Joe trying to get information from Billy's doctor about what Billy might remember from the night he was attacked. Later, Caleb visited Billy and admitted that he had deliberately told Joe that Billy and Dawn had kissed, hoping to teach Joe a lesson after Joe threatened to expose Caleb's suspicious activities at the depot. Although Billy and Dawn had only come close to sharing a kiss, Joe reacted furiously when Caleb used the incident to provoke him. He warned that Billy should be careful and watch his back. Caleb confessed that he felt guilty for placing Billy in danger by involving him in his feud with Joe. Soon afterwards, Dawn's fiancé arrived, prompting Caleb to leave Joe and Billy alone together. During their tense conversation, Billy admitted that he had kissed Dawn. Joe revealed that he already knew about it and insisted that the situation did not concern him. Joe acknowledged that Billy would probably always have feelings for Dawn, but explained that he and Dawn had discussed the incident and viewed the kiss as something that was largely one-sided. Emmerdale's Danny Miller hints at Strictly Future as co-star joins 2026 lineup. Emmerdale star Danny Miller has given an intriguing response when questioned about whether he could eventually take part in Strictly Come Dancing. The BBC dance competition has been revealing its celebrity cast one by one, with Emmerdale actor Lawrence Robb becoming the latest star to join the lineup. He was officially confirmed as the 12th contestant on August 6th. Miller, best known for playing Aaron Dingle in the ITV soap, already has experience with reality TV competitions after appearing on The Celebrity Apprentice earlier this year. During a conversation with Hollyoaks stars Brooke Vincent and Luke Hamnett on the Live Laugh Luke podcast, Danny was asked about his experience working on a BBC programme. The actor explained that ITV stars have relatively few opportunities to appear on other television shows. However, when he was approached about taking part in The Celebrity Apprentice, Emmerdale allowed him to take 3 weeks away from filming. Luke then questioned whether appearing on another programme could affect Danny's position on Emmerdale. Danny explained that he remains under contract, suggesting that such a situation would be extremely unlikely. He compared it to a footballer contracted to one major club suddenly playing for their biggest rival, saying that it simply would not happen. Luke then directly asked Danny whether Strictly Come Dancing was something he would consider. Rather than giving a definite yes or no, Danny offered a teasing response and revealed that discussions about the possibility were apparently taking place. However, Brooke Vincent was quick to challenge the idea, joking that Danny cannot dance. Danny immediately agreed with her assessment, simply replying that she was correct. The actor has previously opened up about the guilt he experienced while taking time away from Emmerdale to film The Celebrity Apprentice. He also revealed how difficult it was being unable to communicate with his family during production, describing the experience as genuinely painful. Rob admitted that he is incredibly excited about the opportunity, although he also confessed that he is feeling rather terrified about what lies ahead. Emmerdale continues on weeknights at 8 p.m. on ITV1, with episodes also available to stream on ITVX.